have some fun. We'll go to the bracket. Oh, we're live. Okay, you know what? Screw it. There's only 8 seconds left on the timer anyway. Forgot I wasn't in studio mode anymore. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs. Welcome to the Showdown Series Summer Clash Grand Final. My name's Travi. I'm joined here by Harry on my right, who, Harry,
have no idea what I'm doing.
Harry, I think if you guys...
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Have watched a Showdown Series event before, you will know, you will probably have seen Harry's face before, and you will know last time we casted Siege, it went really, really well. We didn't talk much about the game, and so I'm not going in the voices in my own head. I thought I'd bring Harry back for a grand final because everyone seemed to love him last time. So, yeah, Harry, you ready for this?
I turned up with 3 minutes to spare. I have popcorn and a drink of water, and I've had a beer already, so we'll see how it goes.
Yep, see how it goes here. We have got ourselves, obviously, the Summer Clash. This has been an event that's been going on for quite a while now. We started all the way back in July and have just been really, really lazy. Have not got the grand final done yet. And we're about here. It's only the end of November, deep into the winter months now. I don't know if there's really much to say here for those of you who are new. Backdoor Breachers, our team from the LAN, as you saw in the highlights video in the intermission screen. They won the LAN tournament. Most of the core of that roster is playing again tonight, back familiarising themselves. Going up against the Goon squad, up and newcomers. It's going to be hopefully quite a spicy match. Harry, this is the part where you say something.
Yes. That's my contribution to this. I didn't realise you were going to stop speaking and hand over to me.
We'll
it's
get
going to
there.
be an interesting match. I can't wait. Yay.
Yeah.
I need to get back into this.
Right, there we go.
Yeah,
so let's head. Let's
smooth
smooth as hell. Smooth transition directly in towards the map video here, folks. Goon Squad, they came in from the upper bracket. They won that top part. That's the most important thing of this entire bracket, meaning they got to pick a map before anyone else did. They got 3 picks, and their 3 pick was going on to Skyscraper, Japanese rooftop, lots of choke angles, lots of funnel points, leading to a very strong defender-sided map, all things said and done, but BDB, they do get started on that defensive side, so Goon Squad, they're going up against it in the first half of this one, and I don't know if it's the wisest decision to start yourself on quite a back foot with a 3 map pick like that.
Indeed.
Then our second pick of the day, coming in from BDB themselves, Lair, Maze, Funnel. This map is confusing for a lot of these players because, as you can probably tell, this isn't the most professional Siege broadcast out there. This is not going to be the most professional level of players out there. Lair is confusing as a newer map for some of these guys and girls, so it is going to be a bit difficult for them, but that's maybe why BDB have picked it. A bit of mystery, bit in the air, and then our final map of the evening, Chalet, should we need it to decide our championship. I think it's going to be a really, really fun map because that is kind of a more similar map that everyone knows. It's familiar. It's comfortable ground, and as Harry would know, being comfortable makes you play better.
The truth is, I am not comfortable. I am not at all. I am very confused. As you've been saying, these are confusing maps. They're even more confusing for me because I have never played Siege. So, yeah. And you said the map was familiar. It's not familiar to me because I don't even know. Yeah, I've never played Siege.
It's okay. You've got time to learn. So I think without further ado, you did try, and that I think is the thing that matters most. You gave it your best shot. So
and we just talked about meth the entire stream.
Yes, we did. We're not doing that again.
Okay.
We're not going to do that again. So let's go in towards the loading video now. Skyscrapers coming on up, getting ready for this one. Map 1 of our Championship Sunday. Now, Harry, you've not watched either of these teams before. You're familiar with some of the players. I'm sure you'll recognise the names as we get in. Predictions. What do you think is going to happen?
I think I'm going to sit here fairly confused. And you're going to be shouting lots of fairly smart-sounding things. And by the end of it, I might know what team has won.
Well, with that being said, some mighty fine predictions, Harry. I think it's time we get ourselves into this one. Skyscraper, map number 1. But you haven't played Siege ever, much.
No.
But since last time we've played, some new operator bans have come on through. We don't do the 4 bans at the start anymore. We now do 4 bans at the start, 2 more at the halfway point, and then we do another at the actual half time of a map. It's all changed.
Right, okay.
It's all different. It's
Okay.
going to be very spicy. Double shield ban, first things off the board. I don't think there's any surprise there.
So there's a lot. So it means it's much more an adaptive game then, because you can sort of adapt to if something's going really well for the other team, you can just take that away from them straight away.
Yeah, that's immediately, I think, so much of the idea behind it. You want to take away what the other team are going to do. And we've seen Shields dominate in these tournaments the last couple of months. So for them to be banned off the board, it's totally understandable. Totally what I believe is in line for these players here. Really going towards the expectation for this one. T-Karaoke defense to kick things off. Exactly where you think BDB will be starting this one. Looking at the lineup for the Goon squad, though, Harry... They're going fast, they're going furious. Blitz to Kebby, Thinker. This one's going to be a speedy round when it kicks off.
Well, of course, fast and furious is what gooning is all about, so we'll have a look and see what happens.
What a line. What a line. Thanks, Harry.
You're welcome for that input.
Oh, it's been a while since we've actually cast Siege. I just forgot how different it is to casting normally.
Your more professional casting abilities?
Compared to, what would we call you?
Special.
Yeah, certainly something. At least one of a kind Siege cast on the show tonight for you all. Looking at the lineup for BDB, seems like we're having a little bit of everything right now. I mean, Sam's got the right idea here. Do love the Azami on this defense. With how funnily and choky choke points are central here on a skyscraper defense. Being able to force those points there with the keeper barricades, these lovely discs that are emerging all over doorways, it's going to restrict the attackers. Goon squad, looking at things here, going to go for a horizontal clear. Start over off this side, work their way, pushing across the map.
Absolutely. Hopefully we'll see some action coming in soon. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. We're getting to things. At the end of the day, bandit tricking. Geisha is going to be the focal point here for the start of Goon Squad's attack. Bit of a rotation round. Connor's up here to play the line of defence here on the bandit. Pivotal operator in the bandit tricking. No C4 back pocket. Already sees the head of one looking to go for the swing, but no, it's an Ossa. Jack not giving away that one. And instead, he's going to throw the frag grenade in. Has to force Connor out of position. Does so momentarily. Connor really holding the line here. Bit of damage on towards Abyss. Dips back away. Geisha control still up in the air for either man's taken. Connor doing a phenomenal job to hold it right now. Just needs to not die in this position.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a great job at holding off effectively their entire team at the moment, just blocking off that window. They have no idea what is going on behind that. They just know that if they go through, they're getting hit. So they have no idea what to expect.
What I really like here from BDB is Leroy's joined up here inside of the choke point, inside the middle. He's now in a great position here to dissect, to trade out Connor should he go down. BDB have effectively stalled out the push here of Goon Squad in towards a direct funnel, but with the Gemini coming in, spots coming out. Ember looking to make the hop in now. It's going to be a pivotal time in the round. Crucial that the next few seconds go well for the Goon Squad because we're halfway through the round, Harry, and they've really got nothing to show for it.
Exactly. It's all been pretty slow so far. I mean, there's been plenty of action and some good plays, but they're really just holding them off now at the moment.
Doing a phenomenal job of it. Here comes the hopping. Connor caught in a reload. Can't take the gunfight immediately. Leroy's fallen on back separately, but it doesn't stop Connor from getting one. Immediately traded back by Abyss there. 4 versus 4 evens, and that's the go signal for Goon Squad now. Taking control of Geisha. Next up on the line of slaughter is going to be Leroy. Avoids the flashbang narrowly so. Catches the player on the rotation. Shuts him right back down. Man advantage swings back the way of the defense. Goon Squad got 45 seconds to try and right this one. Ember's inside of the objective. Kit's not cold though. Needs to be hopping in. Jack now trying to just sit the plant down in the corner. The question is, where is the cover from the rest of the Goon Squad?
Exactly. They're just trying to push in now, and it's whether they'll be successful. They're so spread out. They never know when the next defense is going to hit them from.
They don't know. Sure, and with this man disadvantage now equalised by the Goon Squad, puts him in a good position. Diffuser's gone out. Jack can play out the window. Exactly what Osa's built to do. Puts BDB on a back foot now. Double stack coming in through T-Room. Clear it out. Work out. They know the objectives in karaoke here. They need to take the player out on the window. That's exactly what Corey does. Coming up huge for the team here. Leaves it all up to Odin. Outside of Geisha here. Makes the hop in. No one holding the cross. But now in an impossible 1 versus 3 situation. Sees the player down on towards Leroy. Can't quite find any more than that. And with it, BDB will take the first round of the tournament.
I'll say it could have very easily swung the other way there, although there was a disadvantage in numbers. They definitely had an eye on where the others were. So if he'd have just got that surprise on a bit and taken advantage of it a bit better, then it could have swung the other way.
That was a really
See
good
that
read.
exactly there. He just saw a player run past, and then he's seen another there. He knows there are two people there. If he'd have just latched onto that a bit, if he'd have hit those shots on that second go, he'd have been able to take both of them.
Such a pivotal part of that defense there was the initial fact that Jack had to hop in to place the Talon shield to get the diffuser down, meaning that on the rappel he didn't quite have the cover that the operator of Ossa really benefits from. Lacking that cover, lacking that ability, made it almost impossible and really took away from what Ossa's job was in that round there. Great initiative, great thinking to use the shield to get the plant down, but it means once the diffuser is down you have an even harder job ahead of you, and as we saw, it just wasn't something that was really going to be contestable there from the side of the Goon squad. So, we'll wait. We'll see what happens in the next round here. It's only, as you say, first go-ins of things. Nothing too urgent just as of yet.
Exactly. But there's still all to play for. And I'm sure there's still a lot of pressure on just from them knowing that every action now will affect later on as well.
This is it. It may be a long night. It may be a best of 3 coming up ahead for these guys, but equally so, it's going to be one of these nights where you really have to be focused on it the entire way through. If you let things slip early on, you let this map go. Keep in mind, Goon Squad, as we said, they wanted to be here, Harry. This was their choice. Out of everything in the map pool, they wanted to play this one.
Yeah, so they've really got to take advantage of that now. They have that advantage. They need to get ahead, because at the end of the day, if they can't even win on their own maps, how are they expecting to do it on the opponents?
Precisely that. Jack's going for the trick here, but oh look, Sam's immediately back on it. Denies the exothermic. That's 1 out of 2 pieces of utility down. Half of it gone effectively. Ember, one more chance to get this breach right here for Goon Squad. They don't have backups. Do they pivot? Seems like that's going to be the game of action there, because let's be honest, trying that twice and losing both breaches, you're effectively stalled out of the round here before things even start. But speaking of shutting things down before they start, Corey, on an aggressive roam down below, kicks things off with the first pick.
Yeah, and it was a perfect choice to keep on moving, because you could see they moved straight to an area where there was no one really to defend against them, whereas before they were right pinned up against a wall with multiple people on the other side. They just didn't know what was there, but they knew something was there, so they just got spooked and moved out.
Now look at this. Jack knows there's someone down here lurking. He knows there's someone playing. Has to go and drone out because he's got no information on Corey, who's still lurking and, more importantly, still wasting time. With the butt gone as well, that's vertical taken down for Goon Squad. They're not really going to be able to play effectively from this down low position, but they know they need to clear it because Corey's down there with a C4, can spring into action, deny a plant attempt, and if Goon Squad funnel like they did before, it's going to be risky for them.
Yeah, definitely. Lee, I mean, we've only got 59 seconds left, so they need to get moving now, though.
Now look at that. That's what they do, but immediately shut out there by Poswick / Tingus Pingus. Takes down Margie, getting the energy off the back of it, goes for the run out. No one to be found, though. Only thing left is 3 soul attackers who very much have a lot of work cut out for them.
Definitely so. They're going to just have to push now. They're running out of time, and we'll see what will happen. They do, of course, have
not a lot going for them.
Oh, yeah,
They're dead.
Yeah.
They're all dead. It's a 1v4. Oh, poor old Odin. I don't know if there's much you can do from this spot, to be honest with you. You might just have to take this one and
well,
let
they
it
know
go
where
on.
he is, so there's not really much you can do. It would take a miracle for him to win. Oh, yeah.
Oh, get the freebies. No, finish it off with the carrot toss there, Sam. No one else.
I thought them coming through that pinch point might have been an opportunity for him to be able to take a couple out during the climbing animation, but not quite long enough.
And yet again, Goon Squad struggling where they cannot get themselves with an opening. They can't get themselves somewhere into these maps that's really going to be good for them. They don't have enough openings inside of these map videos. For TGS, it's an issue of their funneling. They don't have they cannot struggle on this. They're struggling on this utility game, right? They're unable to get breaches open. They're unable to clear key positions like Geisha. And because of it, they're moving into these key choke points, which is what Skyscraper as a map is all about. Choke point after choke point after choke point. But my worry right now for the attackers, Harry, they keep struggling on the first hurdle before they can even start to think about clearing those second and third consequential chokes.
Exactly, and as we have already said, it's their map, and they've lost 2 rounds already. So they really need to get a move on now.
Play devil's advocate here. It is Skyscraper. It is, typically speaking, a defender-sided affair. It's not out of the ordinary to see this one go more favourably towards the defensive side, but equally so.
Yeah, but if it's a 5-5, even if you lose on defense, you still have to make that up on
attack.
You can't lose everything on defense because then you lose the advantage on attack.
So very true. So we'll see how things fare for now.
Something out of them here.
I mean, tertiary bomb site, arguably the best possible opportunity here for the side of TGS to get something going. You have to play 3 sites in a rotation, and obviously the third one is going to be your weakest because BDB have won both their preferences. So you're going down here to Restaurant is the weakest site, typically on paper, and TGS do have a right idea. So much of this is likely going to be down to Jack's shot calling, saying we need a ram, we need someone who can open up these floorboards, apply this vertical pressure, and that's exactly what they've done, although before they can use it, yet again, got Connor to clear through here, and he's not going to make things easy for him. Shuts down Abyss for the first pick of the round.
Yeah, Connor has been so good just getting into these positions, just finding where they are.
And
managing to somehow be one person and hold people off.
Yeah, one-man army here. He's got 2 in the round already, and he's not stopping just yet. Fishing for his third, looking for more. Yet again, TGS stuck at the first hurdle, and you can see the outline of Leroy through the wall. He wants more. He wants something.
Right, that first defence line has gone down now with Connor, so we'll see where they move into now.
They've got the space, but BDB don't want to relinquish it for too much longer here. Tinker's looking to get aggressive on it, but Jack's clearly read into it. Double kill for the round. But put things right back to a fair level playing ground for these two sides at the halfway point of the round. 6 players left standing in the lobby. Vertical control has been established, but with Ram going down, that is the operator that can open up your vertical gone. You're in a really tricky spot at the moment.
Yeah, it's definitely... They just don't know where to look, where to go. It's just that moment of being curious and sort of being scared of what's going to come around from that next corner. But they have to move forward soon, otherwise they're just going to run out of time again.
Here comes the drop in now for TGS, looking to try and get something going in the objective here. Jack's read into by Sam, who comes alive, gets one. Knows about the one outside of the window there. That's Ember holding the long angle with the DMR. Trying to hold something back. Odin does find another though. Shuts down Leroy, and Sam getting a bit over aggressive. Falls right into the hands of Ember, leaving it all up to Corey now. Clutching a 1 versus 2. Can't quite do it. TGS will get their much needed tertiary attack on the board and finally put themselves around into this series.
As I said, all they need is that 1 round advantage, because if they can then hold them off when they're defending, that will be enough to then win them this.
That's all they need. Now, operator bands coming in here for the second half of our, or the second quarter of our game, rather. Who's it going to be? There's not really been anyone too at the forefront of everything. Jack's been playing a lot of Hibana, incredibly comfortable operator, take her off the board. And the key thing there, Harry, is your ranged hard breach, or your ranged ability to get rid of reinforced walls, that's now gone. You have to play Thermite or a hard breach charge, meaning you have to get up close and personal if you want to get walls open.
I assume this then carries over to when the sides switch as well.
No, so it resets.
No, it doesn't.
So it used to do like that. It used to be like that, where you'd ban and it banned for everyone. They reset at the halfway point, so at after round 6.
Got you. Right, we'll see how that affects the game now.
It will be. I mean, as I say, Jack's lost that comfortable ability on that Hibana. He's not going to have that ranged option anymore. And TGS, they've taken off the Aruni, something Connor's been really, really good on there because of the DMR, because of the ACOG, because of the versatility she provides in both utility and melee gadget placement. There's a lot she can do for these teams. So, yeah, I'm not surprised.
It'd be interesting seeing a change in play style from Connor here now, because he was really pivotal to that defense, being able to just delay them a little bit or take out a couple even in some situations.
Yeah, he really was so good at what he does. My controller, if you wonder why the camera keeps drifting, my controller just starts dying on me randomly. I don't really know what's up with that. Rest in peace, controller. So we're just going to leave that one out for now. Do this the old-fashioned way, mouse and keyboard style. But, observing. Professional production, as we are all aware. I can tell everyone's...
And professional commentators.
And professional commentator. I mean, we are, like, the best-looking casting duo in all of Six Siege. So,
yeah.
I don't
and
really know.
Now to our sponsor, Butterkist Crunchy Cookie and Cream Flavour Toffee Popcorn.
Cookies and cream flavour popcorn?
Yeah, that's what I'm having, and it's actually really nice.
Is it? That doesn't sound nice, I've got to be honest.
Neither did I. I thought it was going to taste horrible, but it's lovely.
Lovely, oh. Not bad, not bad.
And they are sponsoring this stream.
They are not sponsoring this stream. We are not sponsoring streams here. Sam, whatever mouse he's using, they should sponsor us. But Jack, just as well, the top gunners for either of these teams really having a great performance so far in map 1. Both got 4 kills each to their name, and I like what Jack's doing right now. On the lurk, on the nook, playing backstab away from the rest of the team, understanding the problem a little bit better here, but yet again moving into one of these ever so present chokeholds here on Skyscraper is going to be that Dragon Wall. See, Sam loses out the gunfight, and that's a massive one there, Harry.
I seem to remember that Sam was especially a big threat in the last time I commentated. How is his performance still coming in as a massive threat at the moment?
Yeah,
or
Sam's... Sam and Connor are probably the two to watch out for on the side of BDB. For the side of TGS, Abyss, Jack, Odin, they're all actually quite competent. Even Margie, who's someone who's valiant, who has a bit less experience in the game, she has stepped up quite a few times throughout this entire tournament, and it would not surprise me to see her have some massive moment again, and she's really going to need to here, right? TGS in a 3v4 disadvantage right now. Margie on the Ana, frontline operator. It's going to be incredibly important she's able to find something, goes out scouting ahead there, catches the player close in the corner of drums. Split approach coming in right now from TGS. They've got to be careful to win at least one of these gunfights. That's what Ember does there. 3 versus 3. Pressure can now be applied to site from top side. If they can get some presence in towards drums as well. Prime going here for the attackers. 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, they just need to get that moving now. As you said, 30 seconds. They just need to keep on moving. They're even. Oh, not anymore, though.
It's all on
3
Connor.
versus 1. It's all on Connor. And he's gone.
And he's gone just like that. Beautiful
all
push.
Very quickly.
I love that from TGS, because what they do is Ember up at the top of the map there recognises no one is paying attention. Leroy's trying to retake Sam's position and gets demolished for trying to do so. Caught with his pants down a little bit. 2v2 equaliser found. This one's starting to heat up a little bit, Harry.
Well, caught with your pants down is something that we would expect from the Goon squad usually, but not today.
Not today at all. They keep, I think that comes after the match.
No, those parties. Yeah.
No, I'm going to stop talking. Just leave you to leave you to do your thing and get yourself in here.
Well, it's just good that they've got themselves back in the game now. They were, as you said, they're going to come back, and if they can do this, then they have that advantage.
It's a huge advantage. Really big advantage for them. I mean, I cannot overstate the value. If Goon Squad can just equalise this half, get a tied split of things, 3-3, they are in such a good position.
Yeah.
Like a massive, massive advantage position.
And we'll see how that goes for see how that reflects through to everything else.
Yeah.
But it is still early stages, so having a massive advantage isn't necessarily the end of the game.
No.
We are on their map. They have the advantage here already. So it's good to see them using that.
Yeah, this is it. BDB really want a 4-2 split here, which does mean they need to win the next 2 rounds. They will be able to play the 2 preferential top floor sites for the next 2. Of course, round 5 here, the penultimate, and then round 6 upcoming in a couple of moments. But right now, I don't really know what the game plan is. I think for TGS is just going to be getting an early entry down below, but it's going to be contested all the way through. BDB have done a very good job at controlling tempo so far. It's something that I've really enjoyed seeing from them. This mishmash of aggressive play, but also, most of the time, knowing when to dial it back.
Exactly. Exactly, and everyone's sort of learned what the other team are doing. I feel throughout this game, I feel like everyone's quite knowledgeable and knows what to expect even more than they did at the beginning.
These guys are versed in each other's play style, and they really know what to expect. Connor spotting out the Claymore there, knows it's not something he can quite easily push by, and it's very much going to be a difficult one here. Can he get the shot off? I think he realises it's a bit too risky, so just going to retreat back across here. Does hear the player trying to soften up that barricade, but there's not really a way through it for TGS right now. And just, as always, Harry, time is the name of the game right now.
Time is the name of the game, but it's not ticking on too much at the moment. They do have just a little bit of time now to just work out what to do. But of course, at the moment, it's just as soon as that first shot is then fired and things start to kick off, it goes off real quickly.
That's it. It's going to be very explosive when the action does finally kick off here. They know Connor's watching this prone, but with the staircase there towards Dragon, he does have the advantage holding that barricade. Ash Charge going to be coming on in now. Wall's going to be opened on up, meaning Connor knows this time in this position is numbered, but with already 70 seconds left, he's doing a great job to hold this for so long at the line here.
Well, we were wondering how his character changing would have an effect on his playstyle. It really doesn't seem to have affected it that much. He is still being that first line of defence against the team and really having a good job at holding them back.
And
doing a good job at holding them back.
Well, they're getting tagged up there, realising he's not quite safe, but it doesn't really matter too much here. 45 seconds. TGS, Harry, I don't think they have a way in. They're just going to have to go through doorways, up staircases, default options here. There's nothing creative about this. This is going to be a straight shootout, and when you're doing a shootout in Siege, it almost always favours the defensive side.
Exactly, they're going to be rushing in. They're going to have to be loud as well. They're going to hear where they're coming from. As we've just seen there, they know exactly where they're coming from now. And they have then a massive disadvantage when the other team knows where you are.
Odin, he's gone huge. He's snuck his way into the objective, got himself a double, but no more than that. Ember having to sprint in through terrace now, gets shut down there. Kit gone down and probably the round with it here. 1v3 for poor old Margie. She's able to get Sam, but it's nothing more than a consolation prize. Speedy Blee hold on to their lead and keep themselves on the advantage in this series.
Well, we said there was going to be a lot of action as soon as that first shot went off, and there certainly was. It ended very quickly after that, but that was just because they left it too late. They had run out of all options, and they just had to, with about 20 to 30 seconds left, they had to just go in all out.
They did. They did indeed. And going all out, that was the problem there, really, for them. It's the same problem again and again, Harry. I'm starting to feel like a bit of a broken clock here. They're not getting walls open. They're not getting these key stages done. And this is where, okay, if you're not going to go for walls, you bring a shield. You bring something to really keep that front line, keep that evidence, that really pressure being maintained. And I'm just not seeing it from TGS right now. All I'm really getting from them is this repeated play style of we're just going to try and shoot our way out of these problems. For some of these players, it's working. Odin having a life game right now. 8-3, carrying the team on his back. But everyone else, Jack and Ember, they need to start really getting in this one.
Yeah, it's just a matter of they're all very much staying together and sort of trying to get in. But then Connor is, once again, just holding them off and getting them. There's multiple players. A lot of the time, there's multiple players waiting to get in a way. And there is one person just scaring them all away.
Everyone from BDB is stepping up right now. And I think that's the biggest matter of fact, and it's the biggest difference maker. All of these players are having a decent performance. No one I can say is really dragging them down. Everyone's playing their part, and even players like Leroy and Connor, who might not be sitting positive in the KD department right now, the kills they are having are big impact ones, and they're doing things in ones that we don't measure by numbers. Time, positioning. They're holding these things down, and TGS, stumped.
Yeah. I mean, you just never know where their next is going to come from. They just seem to be round. They must feel like they're round every corner for TGS.
I mean, that is attacking Skyscraper for you. So many difficult points to attack, but Jack giving the Nook another shot. Down below, looking for a lurk kill here. If he can spot someone's head while they're not paying attention, it's a freebie. And this ability, not only does it mask your sound, it masks your footsteps as well, but it does not mask the sound of the Deagle. Connor, going to be hearing the frag grenade coming up, knows he's been spotted, but he's going to continue to play this position here because until they can get something solid going, they're not going to be able to force him out. Oh, the drop! What happens?
That didn't work.
That did not work. I liked the initiative from Sam, but obviously since the Siege X up that you can't aim while dropping anymore. So dropping directly on someone else is effectively a dead man's game, for lack of a better expression for it. Pressure's really coming in now, and I can start to feel it inside of this lobby here. Poswick going to be spotted out there by the Gemini clone, not baited or fooled by it. Punches it on out. BDB in a really precarious position, and they do not want this to be even. They need to get this round out here, but it's looking less and less likely. Odin continuing to have a life game, brings it all down to Connor. 1 versus 5. Ace clutch required. Cornered inside of Geisha. Going to get the first. Trying to swing out for the second, but gets down. Can't quite finish the job. Ember does it in reverse, and TGS will find themselves the tide split here on Skyscraper as the tactical timeout gets requested by the BDB. Tac timeout, Harry.
Yeah, tactical timeout, whatever that means.
It means that BDB are panicking. It means BDB do not like what's going on for them right now, and they realise we might need to get things under wraps. It's getting a little bit shaky. It's getting a little bit worrisome. We need to call a timeout, stem the bleeding, work out what's going wrong, because there is something. A 3-3 split on Skyscraper is not what you want. Swap onto the attack now. What happens now?
Yeah. Well, they want to have a timeout to try and work out what's going on, as you said, but that might not help as much as they think it will, purely because it's a completely different game now, as they are attacking, not defending.
Exactly where I was about to go to. Genius. That is it. You're taking a timeout at the start of the half. Now, this could be something, because BDB, I've told them about this before, just take a timeout to annoy them. You stall the game for a minute, almost. It's just annoying. And as you saw in the all chat there, Sam just tweezing them with, he needed to go to the bathroom. Does he really? Probably not. Does he want to just annoy them? Probably. This is very much the mentality of BDB. It's a very much a mental game between these guys here in the server. Ace and a Clash ban coming out next.
Yeah. And I think we all know what TGS are doing in this break.
Banning more operators. Both range hard breach operators.
Exactly.
Both hard breach operators taken off the board. Capabilities will be gone. Now we get to see something I've been waiting all evening for, Harry. TGS going to be going on towards the Denari. Jack locking this new operator in. And I'm not sure, Harry, are you familiar at all with the Sonic movies, the newer ones?
No. I know. I've seen clips and I didn't watch it.
Ah, fair enough. Have you seen the clips of them in the laser hallway?
I have not.
Oh, well, that's kind of sad, really.
That's a terrible explanation, then.
Okay, well, let's just watch Jack and see what he does. You'll get a great idea of what Denari gets up to here. So Denari, one of our newer additions to the game here, he gets this lovely piece of tech called the trip connectors. What do these pieces of hardware do exactly? Well, it's fairly straightforward. What they do, act as laser grids there for the attacking team. They will get themselves and they will activate connections in between them. That is their role. Activate themselves connections. We'll see Jack likely get to it in a moment here. At some point in time, when he feels like it. Come on, Jack. You got this, King. Where's he off to? He's got all 7 in his back pocket here. Here we go. So he throws these lovely little trip connectors. They connect up to one another with lasers. You walk through them, you get injured, you get stunned. They also eat up flashbangs. Really powerful bit of kit. And you can create some really lovely gadgets and interconnected mazes of lasers made out of them. Really fun piece of hardware.
So why is he putting 3 instead of just the 2?
More damage.
Ah.
If you put all 7 of them on one window, one doorway, it's basically an insta-kill. Oh, narrowly misses the C4 there. Beautiful idea from Ember, but unfortunately not quite making the cut, not quite doing the job that I think you needed it to there, really, unfortunately. But hey-ho.
And we'll see what happens from this angle here.
Almost gets his arm, almost catches it. Frag grenade goes on in, should force Ember. Nope, not going to hit the mark. Doesn't quite get Ember out, meaning he's going to be able to hold on to this position for a moment longer. And it gives Abyss the signal, the cue to go on advance. Downs one, finishes off the other, just like that. Double. BDP really struggling on this initial attack.
Yeah. Well, that's what we expected. You said that it was a more defensive map, and this is TGS's choice of map. So, well, we weren't expecting them to win, but that is going to be a big problem for them if they don't.
Can't be giving up advantages like that. If you are TGS, you need to be ensuring that when you have an advantage, you secure it, you hold on to it for dear life here. Abyss taking a great bit of initiative in a good position there, tripling around for that one. Trying to fish out the ace, and he's going to get it! All 5 shut down in Geisha right where this started. Sends this series off flying for the Goon squad as they take the lead for the first time here on Skyscraper. Oh my goodness!
As you said, we were expecting them to get it, but not necessarily in that fashion.
No! Of all players, Abyss just lining them up, sending them out like that with the ace. You've just got to be kidding me. Someone clip that. Abyss will be wanting that clip later on. Oh my, Harry. I could need a little bit of a breather after that one.
Yeah. You have a breather, and I'll fill in by saying...
You can cast this round. Off you go. This is all yours.
Okay, so there are players in a map, and it's a skyscraper. That's what I'm knowing. That's what I know. Travis, I can't do this. I need help, man.
You've so got this. You're like a professional in the making.
And then you switch between cameras, and I have no idea what's going on.
My apologies.
I just say... Also, staying on the same camera doesn't help, because then I can only see one player.
Sorry, my bad. I'm trying to get the controller back up and working, but it's really not having it. I don't know whether it's my computer dying or whether it's the controller.
Yeah.
I don't know. As you can tell.
Right, here we go. The action phase has started.
Yep, controller is just not working, so we will literally be doing this mouse and keyboard. Okie dokie, right. Back to business, back to serious. Suits and ties on. I forgot to give Harry the memo that this was a suit and tie occasion. Or just a suit occasion, at least.
I didn't get the memo until 10 minutes beforehand that I was coming, so...
Yeah, to be fair, you got a very last-minute warning that this was actually...
I considered casting, and then I looked at literally 3 minutes past the time you said to be here to see that you said it was tonight. I said, I'll do that at some point. I didn't realise it was tonight. I didn't realise what time... Literally, you said be here at, what, 7:15? At 7:18, I looked at my phone and saw it said tonight, 7:15. Okay, I better. I'll turn up to that then.
Get a wiggle on. One thing I do like to see here from the side of BDB is they look at this. They're getting the breaches open at significantly better pace in here. Corey making a risky daring across the breach there, but gets caught out by the player behind your monitor. That's Ember coming alive for this one. First pick, and it's going the way of the defense yet again. C4's going to go out. No one near enough to claim the pick. Misses its mark. But TGS with their execute utility down, or BDB rather, going to be a struggle.
Yes.
Sam though,
sorry.
Let's find one back. Leroy now swinging the doorway, has to be cautious of it, can see the traces, can hear it. Does he know about the one behind the bar? Because if he doesn't know, Abyss is there, takes a lot of damage. Margie goes down. This is significantly better here from the attack. So much pressure, and you could see TGS have no idea where to look right now. All 3 players are going to need to hold their ground steady to ship. Otherwise, this one's going all the way down.
Yeah, but they've got the advantage anyway. But they just need to hold it off. I think BDB have a lot of pressure on them right now. So will they thrive under that pressure, or will they start to make stupid mistakes?
This is it. I mean, they've got Jack down belief, and I don't think that's a factor they're taking account for right now. So 2 versus 2 if you push on towards the objective. Sam in towards site, denies the Frostmat. In doing so, gives away his position right back to Odin. Double kill inside of the round. First to enter double digits all series long, 11 and 3. leaves Leroy. 1 versus 3 situation. Shuts down the man, the myth, the legend of the previous round. But with 40 seconds to go, TGS knowing exactly where you're coming from. This clutch is a hard-pressed one to pull off for even the best of players here in the Showdown Series.
Exactly. But they could do it. This is still early on, and there's always unexpected things to happen.
And turns. It's what we want to see more of in this one, but Leroy needs to be the one to do the twisting, needs to do the turn, and TGS, great idea here to get the split angle to go and cut him off from different ways. Leroy inside of the objective, pushed right back out of it on a sliver of HP, nothing to find for it, has to go for the swing, but it's Drac swinging out instead, and TGS really starting to build a lead now in this one. As they get the round locked down and take themselves a 5-3 advantage.
Exactly, and this is, well, what we expected, and BDB are going to be feeling that pressure now. They need to get some points back on this board. They lost too many points while defending. They need to earn that back by getting some points while attacking.
This is going to be a big round here. Tertiary bomb site. For the side of BDB, they need to prove to themselves they could do it on the attack. That's the big problem. Because if they cannot do it on the tertiary, the weakest bomb site, without a tactical timeout, may as well say goodbye here to Skyscraper.
Yeah, they could very well lose this. They really need to pick up their game.
Really need to pick up the game fast as well. I mean, 2 rounds away, Harry. First to 7 in the game of Siege. You've not got long left.
Yeah, not long left at all. And we are... Sorry, Kenzie's laughing at me in the background.
Can Kenzie come and cast around?
Kenzie can come cast around. Go on, Ken. What, do you want her to cast now?
But yeah, come on then, why not?
No.
She says no.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Next round? Next round?
No.
Okay.
Oh, she's an old lady. She's enjoying her embroidering.
That's okay. Embroidering's a great hobby, Harry. Don't disembroidering.
Yeah, I want this embroidering if it was done by an 80-year-old woman.
Oi.
But she's
Be
not an
nice.
80-year-old woman.
Be nice.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Men can do it too.
Harry, cast the bloody siege.
What did you say?
Cast the game.
Cast the game? I am casting the game. I'm waiting for you to say something that I can come up with.
Okay, well, if you want something...
Travis,
well,
look at my camera. You can see what I'm doing.
I can't see what you're doing. It's not...
Oh,
okay, hold on. Let's just take a quick look. What are you doing? You're standing... He's getting changed. Ooh la la. Can we cut the game feed? Go to that camera instead, pretty please, chat. Am I allowed to skip the game? Go for the feed? I don't know. Either
No,
way,
absolutely not.
BDB making their way, vertical presence, doing exactly what they need to do in this form of an attack right now here. Opening things up. Control of Geisha not really contested at all here. For second floor control is established here for the attackers. Now they need to look at how they want to make their way down. But the first one down is Corey instead, dropping the ball here on the Thinker, out for the count for round number 9.
Yep, and they are off to a bad start already. They really need to pull their finger out now, as we've said so many times already, and losing that player first is just put them at a disadvantage in this round as well.
Poswick, correct idea on where the player was, but unfortunately they've moved away from stock right now. And another big factor, here comes Jack Caviera, an operator Harry who's known for stealth. Her footsteps, when her screen is all green, Shrek filtered, are silent, effectively. She can move through the map quietly, much harder to track, and more importantly, if she can down someone and isolate them, she can interrogate them, reveal the positions of their teammate, but she's taking no prisoners here. Leroy off the board, 3 versus 5.
Yep, and that pressure is still just mounting now.
That's it. BDB really going to start to be shaking in their boots with this one. 50 seconds left to go on this attack. Not much to show for it. You've got Jack lurking right behind you. Fires the shots, misses them. I think Boswick has the idea that someone's watching, but without the support of Connor and Sam, he's just got to retreat back to their safety, get himself back through. Goes for a drop here down the staircase. But as we can see, Jack looming ever so much closer. Oh, Kit's going down. Hello. Kit's going down, but so is Poswick down towards the floor. Here comes the interrogation. No, it does not. Jack finishes it off. He doesn't need information. He can hunt down Sam himself. Can he save him go from this 1v5? No. From above, it's Jack on the triple. Straight onto the defuse. Goon squad on match point.
Sorry, I was finishing up my outfit.
Can we have a quick look? That's the wrong replay. There we go. That's the right replay.
Everything is going wrong.
Everything is going wrong. Here it comes. Operator ban. What we thinking? What we gonna do?
Who knows? Because I don't know who any of the operators are.
Pick someone.
That guy on the left.
Blitz.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see a blitz plan. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go.
No,
Ram
we
and
won't get a
Cav.
blitz ban.
Ram and Cav.
So what does that mean, Travis?
Um,
Who's been playing Ram and whoever?
Well, Ram for the vertical game here. TGS, knowing they'll have to return to that tertiary site at some point, but they do have the top floor available to them and could close this out before there's going to be a way down for them. BDB, they've chosen to ban the Cav, which for me screams one thing, Harry.
What does it scream, Travis?
Jack's in their heads rent-free. We don't have comms on. We had to lose the cameras because my PC was not having him. But I can probably momentarily try and get the cameras back, if not at the extent of the game performance. Yeah, there you go. You can, if you're on the stream, you can hear the game going right now. But we can probably pull up the few cameras that we do have here. Oh my god. Okay, no, we can't. Whole stream's dying. And well, from the brief glimpse you got, they look very pressed, very stressed at the moment. Things are... They look worried in the BDB camp, and I think they have a right to be. If you can't get an attack across the board, that's half the game, and you're going into Lair on the attack, a map that, for Showdown Series level players, is equally as difficult to attack.
Agreed.
You agree, Harry? Are you a Lair enjoyer?
Yes, I do. Sorry, if you just pop on my camera for a second.
Yeah.
I am ready to present this game now. I have my hat. I am all ready to go.
Oh dear, you look absolutely fabulous, Harry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right, well, in that case, all yours then. Off we go. Corey's off through the races here, brings Odin down to low HP, but Thunderbird Operator can just pull herself right back up to where she was. Corey, on the other hand, that damage is a bit more permanent.
Yeah. We, yes.
Yes, is more permanent. You cannot shake that one off.
I love when you hand me things and I don't have anything to say. Because then
okay.
I either have to think of some random thing
okay.
to say.
Great horizontal push. I like this right now from the side of BDB. As you can see, making a very good and clear effort to push horizontally across the map here. Got the front line established. They want to make their way, and they're close towards the objective, actually. And all four players of TGS are going to be not too far away from it, really, all things considered here. Blitz on the front line here. You mentioned he should be banned, Harry, and we might just get a quick showcase of possibly why. Playing up close here, Connor in a great position. Here's the one on the shotgun close by, but no, gets taken out by Odin, the team kill. The C4 that could have taken the map single-handedly for the Goon squad instead goes down by the bullet of their own friend. Plant's going down on towards the floor here. All three players of TGS low.
This is what BDB has been waiting for, and it's what they need. But will they take advantage of it? And two, is it too late in the game?
It's a round for them. Certainly, Sam coming up huge there on the Blackbeard to cover the plant, get the diffuser down.
Do you think that round is too late in the game for them now? Do you think they've left it too late to start winning these?
No, I don't think so. I think the comeback's on. I think that's all they need for the side of BDB. To be honest with you. The only issue is TGS will be returning to the sites they are strong on. Because you've lost the objective now, it's not locked away from you. You can continue to replay it until you win it. So they can keep going back to this T karaoke bomb site, which is the strongest in the game. And fool me once, Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Goon Squad, they're not going to be falling into that same trap of that shield horizontal clear again. BDB are going to have to keep variation in this attacking strategy if they don't want to get read like a book.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if they can have a better job at variation than TGS had. Because, as you said, they kept on going on again and again.
And it's like an endless cycle.
Yes.
And luckily, there is no infinite overtime tonight. I was debating turning it on, and I thought I'd like to sleep at a reasonable time, so possibly not.
Well, I might not be able to cast this entire thing, because I've got work nice and early tomorrow, but we'll have a look. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see where we go. We've still got 2 more maps, possibly, to come of this. It's going to be a fun one.
Over to Kenzie at some point. No. We'll have a look. She says no, but we both know she's made an incredible caster before. She does have to wear the suit and hat though if she does start casting.
I don't think Kenzie wants to.
She wants to wear the hat.
Who doesn't want to? I want that hat.
On top of the headphones, it looks even better.
It does. You're looking like an absolute dapper professional right now.
I am a dapper professional.
I mean, have you looked at the Twitch chat?
Dev Joy. DM me.
Whoa. BDB getting things off his side, opened on up, pushing away through, getting their entry in. Player playing up close to it is Jack. Now, he's playing Oryx here, Harry. Key counter towards the shield. He's basically the Kool-Aid man. Runs into him, knocks him on the floor, screams, oh yeah, with that beautiful headgear. Look at those sparkles on his head.
I wish I had that much bling.
He's been spotted, so it's going to be really risky for Jack to play this one. He does have the shotgun primed for a close angle here. How does this one go out? Sam thinks he's got the catch. Jack, what do you do? They're looking the wrong way! You droned him! You have to be kidding me! How do you let him slip away? And he's the Oryx. He can just run. He can just hide. And in the midst of chaos, Abyss gets another for himself here. Massive blunder there from BDB.
And a blunder at a time, you really don't need it so much.
There is no room for mistakes. There is no room for mistakes. You're 6-4 down. You cannot lose this round. Otherwise...
But it looks like they are.
Roma spotted. Jack's finally been hunted. But he's going for more. He can't quite get it. But yet again, time wasted. Players down. The damage has been done. It's a loss that won't be felt too heavily there by TGS, especially as Abyss just deletes Leroy from the server. 2v4 now. Connor and Poswick to save the map, to keep BDB alive in this one. C4 goes out, has to push through it. Is going to do so, gets the player. 2v3 now, but they're split. No possibility for trades as the way things stand. You see the player going through the wall. You can't quite hit the shots. Shots are falling on towards Connor here. Luckily, Poswick's found one, but just as I say that, Margie comes alive when she's needed most. The fuse is cold.
It may be 2 versus 1, but there's not much health in it here. It's more like a 5v1 if you're looking at the health at the moment. They are going to have to really take them by surprise because there is no way that BDB can win this in a straight gunfight.
Poswick needs to use the stealth of the Nook here. That's your only ticket out of this one. Activate that ability. Sneak your way through the camera network. But look at the clock at the top of the screen, Harry. You've got time. And more importantly, you've got no drones left. There's nothing that BDB know. They're walking in blind here. Walking through the forest with absolutely no idea what to expect. No idea what to see. Margie, when she's needed most, steps up massive for the team. Good half in chat. TGS will take map number 1. 7-4, strong scoreline. But Harry, things don't end there.
Things don't end there, but it may as well be over because I think we know that this isn't going to be brought back now.
You never know. It's a map 1. It's a map 1.
Yeah.
BDB are going on to their map pick now, right? They're going to be going on towards Lair. They get themselves this opportunity. They get themselves a proper go at things to see really how things are going to cook for them. It's their own map pick. Is this where they can make the difference? For their sake, we hope it is, because if it's not, could be a quick game over here for TGS. Regardless of, folks, we're going to throw things off towards a very quick break, so do not go anywhere. We'll be back with map number 2 of this series in just a couple of moments. going live. Map 1 was an absolute barn burner of a tournament. 7-4 going the way of the Goon squad. It was a close match to start off with, but unfortunately, kind of fizzled off towards the end there. BDB unable to really string an attack together, and now we look to map 2 in the series. Their map pick, we pull up the veto screen here for you. Skyscraper's gone the way of Goon squad, so we now look towards Lair, our second pick. A mystery, a maze. This one is going to be a banger. I've got Harry with me on the cast, as always, getting ready to load into things here. Are we ready to get going? Is this going to be end, or do we go a little bit further? This would be a prime time to say something. Anything. Your favourite word.
From what I've seen, it's gonna carry on.
It's gonna carry on.
Be the end.
Map 3. You're reckoning, Kenzie. You reckon we go all the way?
I thought I was Harry.
I thought you were Harry
Travis,
as well.
Your Twitch is age restricted.
Is it? It's
Well,
because you were on it shirtless all of 10 minutes ago.
And then you didn't warn me that the camera would come on. Thank you, Travis.
Oh, my apologies. I thought Harry had given you the information that your face was already on here.
No.
Do you want me to put it back on again? I can press the button.
No, don't you dare, because it will go just straight to Harry on the bed.
That's like. That's making me want to. That's making me want to turn the camera on.
The hat fell over there. I don't want the hat on. I don't want the hat on. Travis.
Kenzie.
Turn the camera on now, Travis.
What did you bring me into?
A best of 3 grand final. Operator bans off the board. Cade and Bandit removed by BDB. They understand the breaches are going to be a struggle point for them here. Want things to be opened up nice and smoothly, nice and easy. TGS, Blackbeard, Ace Band, fairly default. Nothing out of the ordinary. We head towards this top floor here. It's going to be an interesting round. BDB are on the harder side, and as we saw in the previous map, BDB really struggled on the attack. The team play was what was the problem for them. They couldn't get things going. It was very desynchronized. You've only had a 5-10 minute break in between maps, right? How do you change things so quickly? Because 5 minutes is not a lot of time.
No, it's not. They don't have enough time to, I'd say, strategize and to reset themselves.
It's a new map as well, isn't it? You're playing a different battleground now. You've gone from a map that was very much choke point heavy, these very tight rooms, and now we look towards the layout of Lair. There's open sight lines, long corridors. There's similar positions, you look up towards here, Vaultway, where there are these choke points that you are going to need to hold, but also you're going to have a very hard time doing that, right, from this position. It's going to be difficult for BDB to go through, but we'll see what happens, right? It can only go one of 2 ways.
Harry's getting naked.
Whoa! Okay.
I'm not. I'm looking for my phone.
that cast took quite a significant turn there. All of a sudden, let's just
taking back over.
Few hiccups, know how we all are, but back live for it. And immediately, Ember kicks off this round here, shuts down Leroy with the first.
The stream ended.
It's back up, Kent. Yeah, it's good to have that stream back up now. We are up and running.
We are up and running. Well, technically, we're not up and running, I suppose, because there is the delay, obviously. The whole
oh yeah, we will
3
not
minute
technically
delay.
be live yet. So for another 3 minutes. So you are looking 3 minutes into the past, ladies and gentlemen, right now.
Or are we looking 3 minutes into the future?
I am currently here. I am Harry, but I could be dead by now. You never know what could happen in these 3 minutes. You could be. I could be speaking to you from beyond the grave.
Or are we in the future?
Has been very violent recently, so who knows?
Who knows what happens?
Who knows what will happen in this next 3 minutes?
Marky goes down. That's what happens. Marky's dropped to the floor. Knocked out for the count here. Sam prone in the corner gets absolutely annihilated by Abyss. And sure, there's one down on the side of TGS here. But BDB, it just feels like the wind's been taken out of their sails here, Harry. As Corey, he finds one. That's a commiseration, I suppose. But ultimately here, you're stuck in filter. All four remaining defenders of TGS looking right at you. And they can feed you kills all you want. Surely, they're not giving this one up.
Well, exactly that. But who knows what could happen? This game is full of surprises, but as you said, it's unlikely, and that's not what BDB need.
There you go.
And
Abyss with the shotgun. Abyss on the reverse James Bond as well. 7-0-0. Look at that, Harry. I mean, statement round, right? Really here for TGS. They're just... I feel like this is reminiscent of what BDB did to Geronimo back in the Invitational, back at LAN, back 6 months ago now. They lost... The first map had promise. It had some competitiveness in it. But as soon as the second map hit, BDB rolled away with things there. And I can't help but feel TGS are starting to roll a little bit here. Don't want to get ahead of myself. It's 2 rounds, but they've been so dominant. TGS just feels so comfortable right now.
Exactly that. And that's not what we thought from the beginning. They did look that little bit uncomfortable when they were losing at the beginning. But as you said, they had the disadvantage. So, but they've come back up and they're just running away with it now.
They are. They are certainly indeed, and I don't know. I don't know what the game plan is here for BDB, because they're doing the one thing that I don't think is working for them, and that's going individualistic here. Amaru, Carly being teased. They're playing what's comfortable, not playing what the team needs, what the synergy needs, and I think that's probably where they're going to be at their weakest, if you ask me. Okay, moving on. Let's see what Margie's up to. Back onto it. Harry, what do you reckon?
We're moving into the action phase now. We'll see how this plays
Good
out.
job.
We'll see what
we are
people
moving
go.
into the action phase.
Yeah, I can read the screen, man. I can read
proud of
the
you.
screen. Yeah.
Corey's on the Amaru. I want to know what he does with this. Like, I genuinely want to know what he's actually got gut thinking for the Amaru here. Because if you don't know, you probably don't, Harry, she's got a grapple hook. She's basically like Batman, but not.
But a woman and not a bat.
Not a bat either. Nor a man. She's a bit of a meme pick, can't lie. Not the most serious
She's
of
like
operator
Batman,
choices.
but not a bat or a man. So your description is perfect.
Exactly. This is accurate. Corey's got the hook out. Sabo taking out Abyss. Jack's taking a bit of damage as well, retreating back towards site, going to make use of those Kona stations, bring himself back up to full HP. Poswick doing similar means there with the Thinker Adrenal Surge. Leroy finds another, swinging out, fishing for the feed here, but it's Odin instead, answers back with one. Leroy taken off. Jack playing up close with a C4 right now. If Sam gets too close to that doorway, starts firing, he's as good as dead. Good bit of team play, good bit of synergy here. It's all on the omens of the attack right now to try and isolate and find these individuals.
Yeah, they do have that slight player advantage now, but it's not by much. I mean, there is people who are very low health and could go down soon. But it's crucial that they have that advantage. Could this be that moment where they take that key attacking win, which from the last round, the attacking wins are the big things that swing that game. So can they get an attacking win here? And it's looking more and more likely. It's a 4 versus 2 now, so we'll see how this goes down. We'll see if they can do this. They've got plenty of time to play with as well. This is looking really good, but it's 3 versus 2 now, so it's not... that advantage is slowly dropping away. So can they make the use of this?
Yes,
and
they
seems
can.
Like they're going to do that with the triple kill.
Make it a quad!
4.
Sam, unbelievable. Right back to form. I mean, I wouldn't say he did bad in map 1 at all, but he certainly was not himself. He wasn't this electric gunner that can seemingly delete anyone and anything up there with the very best. He wasn't quite that, but here, map 2, he's found himself up something good. Finally responding, quad-killing around, getting himself on the board. BDB with it, 2-1. They get the tertiary on par for course now.
Yep, and well, they're on par, and that, as I said, that's a crucial win now. That is a crucial win, getting that attacking win. But it is their own map, so it's what we would expect from them. So they need to keep that up.
This is it. I mean, it depends on how you... Because the thing is, Skyscraper here in the Showdown Series is one of these maps where it's very different depending on what level of play you're on, right? In professional level, it's a bit closer to that 50-50. Here, most of these players are old. They're veterans. They don't play this game much frequently anymore. For quite a few of them, Lair is a newer ground. Lair is something new. not what they're familiar in. So it tends to be more naturally defender favoured because obviously you've got the advantage of they're coming to you, you're not going to them.
Exactly, yeah. But BDB have chose this map, haven't they? So
BDB chose this.
yes, so they need more. If it's a defender helping map, the real advantage is by getting wins while attacking. That's where that real advantage comes from. And as it's their map, we would try and expect some of that from them.
Yeah. Sam's already teased out the Cav pick. Jack's Jack is what we would call capping in chat. He is not Cav, he is Azami. I've got to say, I love this confidence from Margie. I really love this from her. Playing aggressive and, like we said last map, she doesn't always get involved on the scoreboard, but when she does get a kill or two, she makes
really
it... They're big kills.
Really key. Yeah. Or 5 kills.
Yeah. Speaking of 5 kills, Abish tracked up 5 in a round. Not going to get any off the back of the shield there. Going to run back towards the safety here of Mez, supported up by Margie as well. Shield making his presence well known now, but I think Connor knows he's slightly outnumbered, slightly outgunned. And with that breach sealed up by the keeper barricades, it's looking unlikely to open. Upside towards the north. Rest of BDB going to try to look their way through Vault now. Start to apply some pressure on towards this objective. They got completely funneled out before. Let's not hope they make the same mistakes again.
Well, time is ticking, but they've still got plenty of time to do this now.
2 minutes is an eternity. Oh, here comes Connor.
Exactly.
They don't know about Margie, though. They don't know about Margie, and she comes up huge yet again, playing the
as
team
you said
play.
about them key kills.
So pivotal, so important. And with it, the rest of BDB seeming to fall by the wayside here, reduced to just 3 now at the halfway point of the round. Yet to really find anything back for themselves here. Ping out Ember on the EE1D scan, but unfortunately not going to be able to be in a position to really action any of that intel.
So what is your theory behind why they chose this map if none of them are that familiar with it? Do you think they have more of a... that BDB believe they have more of an advantage on an unknown map because the other team has more experience? Or is there another reason here?
I think it's Sam and Connor know this map really well. Corey as well, they're very confident on it. They do love this map. They love playing it in ranked. It's something they are comfortable on themselves, and they're just hoping that's going to be the difference maker. Jack is equally as comfortable playing on it here. Look at this angle with the keeper barricades. Ducking, diving, weaving in between all of these possible murder holes here. And just like that, shuts down Sam. Leaves it all on to Leroy. Catches one, but that's just an injure. Margie is off on her lonesome, separated, but look at that. She has the fuser, Harry. And Jack pulls himself back up with the Kona station. It's a 3 versus 1 still, 25 seconds. And Leroy, I don't believe he's one of the ones that knows this map all too well, so he's going to throw his flashbang. He's going to have to go in blind. Jack ready to push it, blinds himself, goes with the poker ball. Shut down by Ember there, kill robbed, and TGS will take round number 4. Love that.
Lovely.
Lovely stuff.
Lovely.
So this is the thing. Lair is an interesting pick. Like, I could sit here and probably dissect this Lair pick for days. BDB did really well on it in the Invitational. Like, they dominated this map. 7-1 back in the Invitational in June. All the way back then. But that was June. It may be the summer clash, but it is November.
Yeah. So they, why is it the summer clash in November?
We got so held up with scheduling games to basically where these guys really wanted to play this, and I basically sat them down with all 5 players of their original team, and I said to them, look guys, you're not going to be able to play it this side of the new year with all 5 of your original players, because I'm going away to Malta and I've basically got no weekend time for the next couple of weeks, so it's like, yeah, we just kind of got to put up with it, and yeah. So I was just like, we can play it this weekend for you, that'll be fine, but then that's it, you're going to be playing it this weekend. So we've got some subs in. Ember, Margie, they're subbing in for TGS, and then over on the side of BDB, Poswick's the sole sub over there. So most of the players are here.
Most of them indeed.
That's all that matters, right?
And anyone who's not here better be watching.
Yeah, there are actually, and obviously all of you who have come in chat, a lot of
why
ex-players
aren't you
from the
playing?
tournament. Because
Why
they got
aren't you playing?
eliminated. They got knocked out of the tournament, but the only thing
Oh,
getting
right,
knocked out here
ex-players.
is Margie getting one immediately traded back here. BDB going for a rush attempt on towards the objective. Look at this, Harry. Ying, Glaz, Sense. They're going for this. They want to full send this. They want to get in now. Here come the ROU projectors. This round, it's about to get messy. It's about to get bloodthirsty. Site control has been mostly left. BDB could try and force a plant down here, but the clock on those ROUs is ticking. They need to make a move, and they need to make it now. But look at this. Odin looking to get aggressive in towards it. Doesn't hear the player going down. Instead decides to pop Pacona Station down. Force a retreat on back. Diffuse down. Job's done here for BDB. All they need to do now is hold the post-plant situation. Jack's outside, but immediately sent right back out the server by Connor. The only chance that TGS have of a flank is shut off the board here. Odin's able to get one, but as it should be for BDB, traded back on out there. Through the smoke, it's Poswick with one. Leroy goes down. Connor finishes the deal. BDB explode onto the round there, get themselves the round.
Yeah, because obviously as soon as that defuse goes down, the roles reverse. Suddenly the other team are attacking effectively. I mean, so it's yeah, much easier for BDB to then hold that position from there.
VDB got their second. That is the main thing there. VDB,
Yes.
they got their second round. That's all they needed out of this one. They have probably gotten what I would call the requirement out of this half.
Yeah.
From that round, and it seems like they're double dipping. They're going to go for the same strategy again, Harry.
Yeah. So. Oh.
I love a double dip.
You gotta love a double dip.
Excuse me.
And I think the right adaptations have been made here from TGS. Jack is playing this new operator here called Maestro, who places these evil eyes on the wall, these bubbles, as we sometimes refer to them. And the key thing is, not only can they see through smoke, they can shoot lasers. So anyone who's ever making a plant attempt, you cannot make a plant attempt because you're getting plastered in the back by lasers. So the smoke that BDB are using to obscure themselves isn't a net of safety anymore.
Yeah, so they have they're going for that same tactic as you said, but TGS have learned from it, and that's what we're going to see how that goes and see what happens when BDB get in there and realise things might just not go to their plan again this time.
Yeah, this is that level of problem solving that I think really floundered BDB over back on Skyscraper on their attacks. They were all right when things went to plan, but when things didn't, a massive problem emerged. Exact same play out going to happen as before here. Marks holding it close here on the vault in, but oh no, Leroy's gone down to
action. Yeah.
I think a grenade. Corey's going to hop on in, and they're just not aware of Marks. They're just waiting for someone to tell her to go, someone to tell her to light up, to come alive. Pushes on in, sprays through, can't quite hit anything, has to run away from the grenade. Jack ready on the evil eyes here to make something happen, but uh-oh, wall's being opened up. No, it's not. There's a mute jammer. He's safe. He should not be safe in that position.
There's a lot of action gone on so far, but not a lot of kills to show for it.
Margie has to win this gunfight.
There's a lot of players in very close Well, yes, but there are more people back there to back him up, so we'll see how it goes.
And look at this, because Margie's kept alive up until that point, until that very second, BDB, their approach has been split there. It's been a bit discombobulated, really, and now that shock and awe effect that they had, it's not really going to permeate through. Candela's coming on through. This is where the charge is likely going to have to come on through, but everyone from TGS has the read, has the long angles. They're not being blinded here. They're not being affected by it. They know their games. They're aware of everything. And this attack completely stalled out.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, they've still got 3 players versus 3, but they are severely weakened. I mean, look at their health. And they have no idea where they're going, what they're doing now. They are completely improvising and, yeah, no idea what to plan next.
Jack's just taunting, and I love it at this point.
Exactly.
Here.
They can just sit there and hold.
Yeah,
they know
no
they
reason.
have that advantage now.
What reason do they have to move? There is no reason why they have to move here. Evil Eye going to start to spray on through here, doing so much damage on towards Poswick. Courts the look for the Evil Eye, finished off by Ember. They're sure they're inside of the objective, but look at the HP. Could just finish this off with the Evil Eye like that. Goon Squad take the round and will bring themselves up in this series with a 4-2 split.
So we'll see how this next lot goes.
Yeah, get the roles swap. We go towards the other half, Harry, and you know what that means.
It means it's time to see if TGS. Well, there's banning first, but it's
That's what I
time
was
to
going
see.
for.
Yeah, it's time to see if TGS can equal BDB's score on the attacking side. Can they get them 2 games, well, 3 games to win this? So defending, attacking on a map that they don't know well, and having to get 3 rounds out of it, that could be a real struggle for them.
It's hard. Not impossible, but hard.
Well, especially as we've seen, Connor, like the BDB's defensive skills. I think their defensive skills were very good at sort of holding off and delaying. So if TGS haven't learnt from that, they could be in real trouble here.
4 rounds to guarantee an overtime here required from BDB, and like you say, they were strong on defense. It's doable for them. I definitely feel it's within that realm of possibility. For TGS, only need 2 rounds to force overtime, 3 to take the game and the series. Pressure's on, Harry. We're starting to get to that point of the evening now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it could all come to an end within a few rounds. So
10 minutes, technically speaking. 3 quick rounds from TGS, 10 minutes over, done and dusted. Or
come on, TGS, I want to go to bed.
Ooh, what's this about?
I'm joking.
I like
we'll see what happens here. Well, Connor has just been delaying. That's how he seems to be doing.
Oh, look at this. That's a bomb.
What am I looking at?
I
know it's a bomb.
That's a bomb, but look what it's underneath.
Ah.
Underneath a doorway, someone's going to feed the information on through. I'm not sure who it's going to be, but as soon as Connor gets the sound call that someone's running through in towards operations, kaboom. Oh my. Meanwhile, objectives turned into Mission Impossible.
Yeah, and we'll see how that works out.
This is that Denari that I was on about.
Yeah, BDB seem to have, as I said, a real good grip on defending. And you said that they struggle when it's not going to plan. Well, I think that's partly the reason. The reason they're so good at defending is it's much easier to control what's going on. Yes, you don't know where they're going to come from, but you can sit there and be set up. There's no chance that you are going to be just walking down a corridor and be shot from a random corner if you are holding that position.
Well, first kicks go on through, trying to charge up rocket stairs there. Sam gets dropped. Luckily, Connor is available for the trade. Keeps things somewhat level there. Shutting down star player over of TGS, that being Abyss. Removes Odin here, significantly quieter this side of the game. But here comes Leroy down main stairs now, looking for go for a flank. And if TGS are caught not looking the right way, could be disaster.
Could be indeed. I mean, it's, as you said, I think the real pressure is on BDB here, because at the end of the day, if TGS lose this, they still have another map to get it back. But if BDB throw this now, there is no going back.
That's it. I love what Corey's doing here. Keeping Jack distracted while someone slinks downstairs to try and pick up the pieces. Here comes Poswick. Glaive 12 in hand, going for the swing, but no, gets shut down by Jack. Beautiful play to switch towards the shotgun here. Low HP, though, however, on the course of the attack, and that's going to be ripped into there. Connor and Leroy with one apiece, all onto Odin in 1v3.
Do you think it's a disadvantage or an advantage to you to have your map played first?
Oh, I don't know. It depends on how it goes, because if you win it, great, you've won your map, good job. But if you lose it, or it's very tight, I've seen it before in Tier 1 play, Boston Invitational this year, BDS at the time, they played their map first. They won it, but only 9-7, way closer than it should have been, and they basically gave up there and then from the look of it. The mental was just gone. So having your first map, it's very essential you come out the gates and swing, and there is that expectation on you, and if you don't hit it,
do you think that TGS hit that quite hard enough out of that first map? Do you reckon they got that morale boost?
They got what they needed out of that one, and Odin's getting what he needs out of this round as well. Brought it down to a 1v1, and it's against Leroy, and he knows where he is. He could win this. If he does, mental in the bin, round count in the bin. Sure, Odin can't make his way through that doorway. All Leroy needs to do is hide, but he's hiding behind a soft wall. He's hiding where he's vulnerable, and Odin can just shut him out. What are we doing, BDB?
I've got a question. How did he know exactly where he was right there?
He had a drone. Odin literally
I didn't see
droned
that.
all three of them in that 1v1. Drone the first, shot the first. Drone the second, shot them. Repeat. Odin played that 1v1 to absolute perfection. Isolating these picks one at a time, one go at things each. Look at that. Just knew he was there behind the wall. That is a round BDB should not lose. They had such an advantage.
Yep.
3 man in their favour.
And this
now
could
they're
all
3
be going
rounds
down.
behind.
Yes, they are. So
Is disaster.
it is, and that could have just struck their morale. That could have a massive effect on these next few rounds as well.
It could indeed. I do not like where this is going, Harry. If I'm a BDB fan in chat right now, they need your support because things over in the camp of the defense of our orange team.
Yeah, I mean
worrisome.
it's a special. Yeah, it is. You don't like where this is going now because, I mean, one less game, one less hours worth of ad revenue. You know, you really can't afford this to lose now.
Jack here in the lobby. Shout out Jack, reminding the players that this is indeed a prep phase, not a phone phase. It's a drone phase. Use your drones, scout things out, not go on your phone and watch TikToks. Unless you're
That's what I've been using it for.
unless you know you're reposting the socials, !socials. Unless you're reposting my social media ads for this event, then you're permitted to go on your phone in the prep phase. But if you're not, put your phone away, start doing your job. As the players debate their favourite fast food places, we sit here on the desk debating whether there's much more of Grand Final here to go.
Much more ad revenue to go, or whether your pockets are going to be empty.
Ad
after
revenue?
The next 10 minutes.
You think casting pays money, Harry?
Well, I got a minute and 30 of ads when I tried to open the stream, so
Did you?
tell me. Yes, I did.
Well, thanks for your money.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm not even paying you to cast this. I'm just here stealing your money.
You are. You're stealing my time and my money.
Making you wear a top hat. For Siege.
Yeah, I am wearing my funky hat.
Oh
I
my!
was saying to Travis in the break, I found under my desk.
You did indeed. Underneath your desk. 2 players under the desk now. Here, round number 8. Jack trying to make headspace here with the Blackbeard left unbanned. Gonna charge through.
Yeah.
In towards the objective. Oh. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Sees the player.
Talking of things going on under your desk, the Goon squad are really having a push here. So we'll see what happens. Lots of action, but no one's getting hit. But what they are doing, Jack is doing, is giving away his location here. So he's just got to move and reposition.
More importantly, Jack's forced them out of the objective. Look, Harry, there's 2 players, Leroy and Connor. They can't get back into sight. There's no rotation. Jack's forced them out. The only one actually on the objective right now is Corey. Drones are going in for TGS. If they read this, if they recognise it, it could be the final nail in the coffin. Luckily, though, Sam's on the other side, at least denying the split push here from Abyss. Giving a bit of space back towards BDB, but again, the sites themselves remaining eerily vacant, and I'm not a fan of it as a defender.
Yep, and thanks to the comments, as the backdoor breachers are getting their backdoor breach by the looks of it. They cannot just hold this back. Thank you for the comments.
The gas pipe, covering away his escape, but Connor doesn't know he's about to face up against the Blackbeard team captain. Team captain C4 goes, but Jack, I think, knows it's coming. Doesn't need to push it. Ah, dearie me, Harry. I don't like where this is going. TGS need to get a move on, though, because there's only a couple seconds left of this round. Luckily, Ember's inside a site in a great position to plant Connor through to C4 at the Blackbeard. So, can't get the diffuser down, can't deny it. Sam Shaw inside a storage, inside a vault, but now in a 1v3. Diffuser's gone down, does a bit of damage to Jack, but all he's really doing there is awakening the beast as they circle around him. No, he's inside a vault. Finish off the job, and with it, the Goon squad will take map series point here. One more round, and they have dethroned our reigning champions 2-0.
It's one of them things where you don't want to say it's all over. You need that tension, but it could still be. It could be all over, and most likely is. So we just need a miracle here for BDB if they're going to stay in this round, and what a moment it will be if they do, and what confidence they will go into that final round, knowing that they have taken so many they have clutched that. They're confident, but it's unlikely. So
we
we'll
revert back to the bracket. Goon squad, they've made their way through the entire upper bracket with different teammates. They've had a really tough time of it. The only loss they've endured all tournament long was to BDB back in the group stage, back in stage 1. But equally, that was a fairly close match. And on top of that, TGS were playing with a lot of subs that night. It wasn't their full team. They've been plagued by unable to fulfill the full roster. And tonight, they were moaning at me, Harry. I'm going to break the fourth wall a little bit. They were moaning at me because I let Poswick play for BDB. Because Poswick is an exceptional player here. They really want it. And Poswick has played for TGS quite a few times.
Yeah.
And they were honestly quite concerned when I said Poswick was playing for them. But Ember and Margs coming in as the newcomers to this roster, played previously on 16 character limit. They've really come alive in themselves. And as a team, as a unit, it's such a well-deserved victory. It's not just Jack spearheading the pack, it's everyone pulling in their weight right now, and it's worth its weight in gold.
I think that's a good thing. I think from both teams we have seen a lot of action from every player. I mean, there's no player that's particularly disappointed or lagged behind in any situation here.
No one's really struggled all too much. We've had some quieter players, for sure, and we've had some players that maybe don't want to play Siege, maybe want to have a yap about food instead, but Corey, oh dear. Oh dear. Abyss.
That is not a good start. That is not what they need.
What was that pre-fire? I think Abyss is as confused as we are. Hitting here on the desk, eyeing up a drop here, but Sam's waiting for it, but he's just taken on down. Sam, he leaves the game, leaves the lobby. It's done. The deal is over, Harry. It's going to take a miracle here to bring this one back.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we said.
Oh my lord,
but
Odin. 2v5. It's difficult. Poswick's thrown in the towel. Most of the team is gone. Leroy's going to be the only one left by the time it's gone. And in a flawless round, in a flawless fashion to end off a near-flawless tournament, the Goon squad, the newcomers to the server, they show up and they shut down. TGS will be taking the Summer Clash 7-2 and will be your victors. Huge.
Well, that
absolutely huge.
Massive win, and congratulations to them for getting it this soon on. I mean, not even having to go into that third round.
Yeah, 2-0. That was dominant. There was nothing more to say about that one other than pure, utter dominance for that. So, with that being said, Harry, how was that grand final for you?
I mean, it was Siege. I know it's actually been quite exciting, seeing everything going on, and you know, it has been tense, and as always, I've found it understanding more and more as we go along. But it's been interesting to see how the advantages different teams have, whether they're attacking, defending, and trying to work out what is enough to push them through. And as we said, that BDB just didn't have enough of an advantage on that defending phase to get through.
No,
on the attacking phase to get through.
Really did not, and it was a shame, to be honest. It's a bit of a shame to see for them because they are a phenomenal team that do know how to play this game. And
there's certainly a lot of talent on that team that I have seen before.
There is, you've seen it before, and maybe tonight just wasn't their night. It's a bit of a shame, I think, but ultimately, I think the deserving team won tonight. TGS played a phenomenal game. They had the read, and despite the subs, despite the adaptations that were really, really required from them and pushed throughout the whole tournament, they delivered. There was nothing short of delivery from them there. A great run for them. Really, really love what I saw. And yeah, so with that being said, Harry, I'm going to let you go to bed for work, but thank you for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the stream. You're most welcome.
Been lovely.
And for those of you staying on the stream, don't worry, don't go anywhere just yet. Give us a couple of minutes and we will be back with an interview with team captain of the Goon squad himself. It's Jack-O-Lantern coming right with you in just a couple of minutes. Well, Jack, didn't expect to be talking to you so soon after that one. What a game, what a performance. Congratulations on the victory tonight. How does it feel? You've won it. The one that everyone's been wanting to win. You've gone and done it.
I wanted a tougher fight. Sam was disappointing, I can't lie.
How did it feel in that
good.
final round?
Yeah, it felt good. We were just having a laugh. I can't lie.
In that final round, their entire team rage quit. They threw in the towel before it was even done. It got to a 5v3 and people started leaving the lobby. It's like, huh? How did that feel?
No, yeah, that was crazy. We were losing our minds over that. We found it absolutely hilarious.
I can imagine the comms were excellent throughout that entire last couple of rounds. I mean, Odin with that, what was it, a 1v3 clutch? Abyss getting 2 aces.
Oh, yeah, no. Odin was absolute. I mean, Abyss, that's nothing special from Abyss, you know. But Odin, I was so proud of Odin. You know, I don't think he had done that great through the rest of the tournament, but tonight he did really well.
Everyone really stepped up to the mark, and everyone else in your team as well. Ember and Margie. Obviously, you've played against them so far this tournament, right? A 16 character limit. They were a part of that, placing 3rd overall in the standings. And then to bring them onto your team tonight at sort of last minute notice, how did they fit into things? Because both of them did a pretty good job.
Yeah, no, they were pretty well. I mean, we've done like practice games and stuff with them, played ranked quite a bit with them, so we already knew each other and we worked quite well together. So I think, yeah, it was fine, you know.
Yeah. And something as well I wanted to. So this is something that's been questioning me quite a few times. I saw it. Margie was playing quite a deep position, quite an uncomfortable position for someone that, to my understanding, is a bit of a newer, less experienced player. More importantly, who was putting her in those positions, and she was always pulling the trigger, always going for the swing at the perfect moment. Was that her call, or was that someone else giving the calls?
It was normally me or Abyss. We'd give the calls on Odin as well in that 1v3 the entire time. It was dead silent, apart from you know, if we told him to swing, then we tell him to swing, and he got the kills. So
he got the kill. He got the kills.
Yeah.
He got the job done. I mean, what more is there to say? It was a beatdown at the end of the day, especially that second map there was, as I think I'm with you, a little bit disappointing there. For BDB, what do you think cost them that entire tournament? Because they were a formidable looking opponent going into tonight.
Utility, I think. I don't think they were using it very well.
No?
Yeah. No, and they just kept slipping up. I mean, quite a lot of the times I saw them flashing themselves.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. You know, they fumbled quite a few nades to try and get rid of mute jammers quite a bit, especially on basement. And on basement as well, that round was on Maestro as well. Didn't do anything to get rid of the cameras. So.
No. That's it. They tried the same strategy twice, and we were highlighting it on the cast with that basement rush they were trying on Lair there. If they try the same thing twice, you've read into them by picking the Maestro. They need to bring something else to adapt and to evolve and counter, because that's what you've done. They now need to go and match that, bring it up to your level. And we just didn't see that evolution from them, I don't think, at all tonight. I think you're kind of on the mark there. Utility, really a big struggle for them. Flashback, right back to the start of the series. Skyscraper attack, that 3-3 half. That was an alright half for you guys, I think, all things considered.
Yeah, no, that's what we were aiming for. We just, I mean, obviously, you know, having rounds up on them would have been better, but we were aiming for that 3-3 split because we knew we could win defense. So as long as we get 3 rounds on attack, then it was fine.
It sounds like it's all game plan. I mean, I want to give you your commendations and your sort of reefs for all you like, because for the level of play I'm used to, and for the level of insight I'm typically used to getting in these interviews, there is a level here coming from you tonight that I'm not used to getting. I'm thinking back to stuff I've casted before with, you know, a little more serious that I feel like I'm getting here. You guys were locked in tonight. I mean, until the discussions evolved into fast food joints, you guys were locked in.
Yeah, especially that first game. I wanted to win that first game no matter what, and I didn't. Lair was where we were kind of just like, it's fine if we don't win this, you know, but I mean, it turned out to be quite an easy game for us, you know. It's a lot better than I thought it would be, but yeah, no, so I was really happy with how it went tonight.
Yeah, and it was a really great performance. Always to have you on, a phenomenal time to have you. And I know you didn't actually technically ever really get to play a match with your full 5, but I think the 5 you've brought along with you today have been more than phenomenal. Well-deserved win, and for all the trials and tribulations we've put you through, congratulations. Is there anything you want to say before we wrap things up here?
Abyss is just goated. I'm so proud of him. He only started playing like a month before the tournament, and he's just done so incredibly well. Even outside of the tournament, playing ranked with him, he's just incredible. So I'm so glad he's
on your team.
Done this well. Yeah.
Yeah, so glad Abyss. I mean, looking at in terms of Abyss's overall performance throughout the series, he went 24-16, highest kills across the board, by far standout, and I was planning on giving this to him afterwards, but as you brought it up now, series MVP, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
2 aces. Yeah. Abyss played his heart out tonight in the server. Massive factor for your win, but the whole team stepped up to the mark. So congratulations on the win, Jack. Thank you for joining me on this interview, and I'll let you go and celebrate with the rest of your team now. But take care. Thanks. Have a good rest of your evening, man. Take care.
See ya.
And with that all being said and done, folks, finally, after 6 months, the Showdown Series Summer Clash does draw to an end. Goon Squad take the victory. The newcomers do emerge over the old blood. A trend we see time and time again, but next time, they no longer got the newbies' luck. Is it first time's the charm? Or is there a little bit more to it underneath the surface? We'll be back with more Showdown Series competitions next year, not always on Siege. We've got plenty more action coming your way, so keep an eye on the server, keep an eye on the socials, keep an eye in the website. Everything will be coming your way, but for everyone that's been playing, for all of you in chat, thank you all for watching. Thank you to everyone who's come along, whether you've been playing, whether you've been casting, whether you've been supporting your favourite teams and your friends from the sidelines. Do really appreciate it. Always makes a phenomenal difference to these guys. See the chat light up when an ace comes through, or whenever someone has a massive moment. It's all about the community, this project. It's all about giving these guys who don't normally play competitive that chance to have that moment in the spotlight. These players like Abyss who pick up the game, really put the work in, have these big moments. And with that being said and done, that is all for tonight, folks. Thank you all very much for watching. And we will be seeing you all be live next week on this channel with a little something special I've got cooking up live from Malta, quite possibly. So keep your eyes tuned on the social medias for that one. But for now, take care. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and see you later.